Private Aviation 101. What would you say that equates to for the brand new person on here who's interested in using this service?
Absolutely. I think the first step in Private Aviation 101 is understanding your travel and understanding your hours of utilization, because from there, you start to able to align your need with the appropriate service offering. And to give you an idea of that, there's almost like tiers. And flexibility is a key component within these tiers. If you're flying under 25 hours a year, economically, it's going to make the most sense for you to utilize the on-demand charter market and ad hoc charter. When you start to hit that 25 to 50 hour mark, that's when you might be more concerned about fixed rates and looking towards a membership program for your needs. And, membership programs and jet card programs, I would say, have a sweet spot with the users that fly, anywhere from 25 to 75 or 100 hours a year. And then as you start to hit that 100-hour a year mark, you hit a really unique window where for some users, a fractional share may make a lot of sense. For some users, even though they're flying 100 hours a year and they're hitting that volume kind of threshold from an hours basis, a fraction may not make sense. And the key kind of driver there is going back to that, know yourself and know your flight activity and your traveling. Because when you enter into a fraction, you are dedicating yourself to a specific aircraft that has specific limitations and capabilities. And if your travel requirements vary and fluctuate, all of a sudden you've locked into a solution that isn't ideal. And then you're paying a premium to interchange or substitute off. But if you know that you're always doing the same itinerary to your second home, say every other weekend, you're going from Texas to California to wine country or something along those lines, you have a lot of consistency in your flight activity and kind of your mission. And that's when, a fractional share deserves consideration. If I had to, chime in with a closing thought for any new users to private aviation or people that are a little bit experienced, it's not prudent to jump into the deep end. The best thing that you can do is plan and understand your travel activity, because that really informs and dictates what service most aligns with you as a traveler. And it's very easy in today's world to look at certain prepackaged products and say, listen, this is perfect for me, and jump into the deep end. Private aviation is one of those things where it is expensive, and an incorrect choice and decision can cost. So one of the things that we try to do is be extremely proactive and take an advisory role with our clients to make sure that they are aligning with the appropriate service that ties to their travel needs and requirements.
Well, that makes perfect sense in a COVID world, because if you bought a fractional share in February, probably not using it that much, so that would hurt.
Yeah, yep. A lot of people
limping into this, to your point, is probably the better way, and on the chartered side, and then perhaps the membership side as you start to get a real handle.
Yeah, we like to tell people test it out.
Yeah.
Test it out in the ad hoc charter and in the on-demand market, and start to get your feet beneath you and understand the dynamics at play, and then go from there. And your comment about the fractional shares, absolutely. Right now, people that entered into fractions, whether they're new or they're 3 and 4 years into a fraction, unfortunately, people have that sunk investment, and they're working to either kind of freeze their hours because they have a minimum commitment per year that they are supposed to achieve. They're either looking to kind of freeze those hours or roll them over for future use, because it is a use it or lose it sort of situation. And the worst part is that they're also paying all of this overhead as they're not using the asset in the terms of maintenance and monthly management fees. So it's kind of a lose-lose at the moment. But, in certain instances and for the right individuals, it is a phenomenal product. And, brands like NetJets and FlexJet provide a great service.